Hey Jocelyn, I really appreciate you coming to me with your questions about Chapter 4 from Tactical Coaching. So there was a couple of things that I took from that. The first being is that just because you're somebody's coach doesn't mean that they always see you that way. And what I mean by that is you really can't coach somebody who doesn't want to be coached. Because at the end of the day, they're not, if somebody doesn't want to be coached, they're not going to take the suggestions or the coaching that you have for them. And that's time and energy that you could have spent coaching somebody who actually does want to be coached. In Chapter 4, Keith Rosen focuses on what's the thing called? An acronym for coaching and sales. It's called A Growth. The first letter is actionability. And this means that anybody you coach should be willing to take action after receiving your coaching. They should take your coaching and they should apply that to their sales. The second one is growth. Anybody who is willing to receive coaching has a desire to grow and improve, and they want to be able to get tips on how to grow from somebody who is better at, in this case, sales than they are. The third one is receptivity. The person needs to be open to the feedback that they're going to receive instead of defensive. This means that instead of saying, coming up with excuses, they should see the feedback that you're giving them as an opportunity to grow and to get better. The fourth one is ownership. And this means that they need to take responsibility for their actions as well as the results. And they shouldn't rely solely on you as their coach. You might be someone's coach, but that doesn't mean that they should rely on you for every little thing, because I've found that for me, the best way to grow in sales or anything for that matter is, yes, receiving coaching, but also trying some things out on my own and learning from my own mistakes. The next thing is willingness, and this means that a person needs to be willing to make these changes. An analogy I always like to use is, suppose somebody were to receive a personal trainer in the gym, right? If you're receiving a personal trainer to help you work out, they're probably going to have you maybe go on a certain diet, sacrifice certain foods that you really like, and chances are any workout plan you're put on is going to help you grow, but it's going to not be the most comfortable, and it could even be a little bit painful. And you have to be willing to commit to doing your workouts even when it's hard, and you have to commit to being willing to stick to your diet even when others around you may not stick to the same diet you do. And similarly in sales, I think it's important to be willing to grow and just willing to improve. The sixth one is the T in A Growth stands for trust. And this means that as a sales coach, you need to be somebody that those who you're